I see all good people. Good morning. I think it's easy to blink one's eyes and find oneself doing something we know may not be as useful, productive, or aligned with the way we want to be, and yet we find ourselves doing things that surprise us. But we shouldn't really be surprised. It's human nature. It's not just you or it's not just me, it's us. In defining as much as we can and coming to terms with as much as we can our own idiosyncrasies, our own way of evolving, living and work, being playful and existing in our world, better our relationship with our universe, with ourselves, with everyone close to us and everyone further. I was thinking a little while ago about today's date. Today is December 6th. It's a Saturday, and the year is 2025. Thinking about the day of the month more than I am about the year, because tomorrow is a date when I was a little boy, having been born in 1950, was a date shrouded with infamy because of the, in quote, brazen attack upon Pearl Harbor by the Japanese Imperial Air Force, starting our participation in World War II, our formal participation in World War II. This is not to denigrate the Japanese people or Asian people. It is in the context of just being aware how times have changed, from being on the calendars and notice, recited with a sense of foreboding to be careful for our future. It has dissipated into nothing, neither on the calendar nor really even spoken about. I bring it up because, one, because it's tomorrow, but two, as a way we can look at ourselves, at our leanings and attributes as Homo sapiens. There is a sense within the context of our personalities and our beings, of our evolutionary current, a sense of aggressiveness, arrogance, and a sense of forgetting. These attributes are here. They can most likely be in anyone, anywhere, and under the right circumstances or wrong circumstances can be exhibited, brought to the surface of our responses, of our reactions. To not be judgmental, not to say it's right or wrong. Perhaps it's life-saving instances. I'm just making notice, having a discussion about. Be better aware of the potential of our own beings, the ways we follow through or the ways we think we are doing it all day. We are learning better to accept ourselves and move on, move up, being more aware, kind, considerate, understanding, show compassion toward not only others but to ourselves. No one is saying we are perfect. No one is saying we are bad. It is a combination of things. Not denigrating the Japanese people for what the imperial government decided was in their best interest. There were reasons why Japan attacked Pearl Harbor. And from my limited understanding, it seems the way we were treating the Japanese government, the people of Japan, was in itself a belligerence and an arrogance helped cause this attack in their own, in quote, self-defense. But I guess what this is really saying is this is systematic of some of the ways we find ourselves responding. And we need to be aware of this so we can balance our responses, balance what we do that helps create future responses by ourselves or others around us. We have some kind of relationship, near or far. And you see this all over our world right now. You see it in Russia and Ukraine, North and South Korea. You see it in a bunch of different states where the rule of law, where the rule of civility has broken down. We each have a responsibility as stewards, not only be aware, but to respond in one's own way. Be able to share, not only with oneself, but those around you, a sense of light, a sense of equanimity and illumination upon what's going on. That we individually and as families and communities are more mature, wiser in how we cultivate our current and future experiences, just like our meditation in our everyday lives. Being here now. Everyone is a bundle of miracles, shimmering with the ecstatic energy of creation. Be aware of one's own body's function, this gift, being humbled by the immensity of what is inside, beneath one's skin. Everything, from the hair on one's head to the toenails on one's feet. Everything, a bundle of miracles. And one's mind, one's unfathomable for its immensity of responsibilities in just keeping oneself, you or I, alive, humbled before the majesty then of individuality and everything else beyond our own skin, our offspring, our significant others, our greater families, our communities and co-workers, until we become aware of our stewardship of our world, which we can embrace or ignore. Being thankful, we have a recognition of the potential of having a greater depth of understanding of what's occurring in and outside of ourselves. This is the miracle we share. Being aware of one's bodily temperature, the warmth oozing from your pores, your heart squeezing continually all day, being thankful, being appreciative for your lungs as one inhales, pauses, exhales, and pauses again. in a seemingly never-ending cycle of respiration. Being aware. Feeling these simple anatomical, physiological processes and attributes of a Homo sapiens. Feeling the kinetic energy of one's life energy, one's shimmering majesty. Feeling it for no other reason it is there, and it is a deepening of one's self-sensitivity, which lead one to open one's own door, greater understanding of oneself. Mindful meditation is here. It is a simple route, a simple path we can all easily share. It is not encumbered in some sense by rituals or traditions or cultural affectations. It is simple. It is authentic. It is also what we share most easily, our own beings. Something each of us can authenticate in our own being, alive here, now, following in one's own footsteps, heightening awareness. One might find a sense of equanimity and calm, a perception of understanding and civility to understand what's been occurring and is occurring right now in our world, in ourselves. A sense of awe. Awe being defined as a sense of reverence, a sense of astonishment for what is, for the realization of whatever it is that's being considered. And of the many things we've discussed today, there are many reasons to find awe, finding in your own way, in your own sense of self-revelation, illumination, realization. People speak of self-realization. This is self-realization, simply put. Sometimes we can get lost in the hubbub, in the hubris, in the stories and analogies of our institutions that have been set up to help us, which they all have contributed to mankind's development to where we are today. But nonetheless, we want to have a productive, multifaceted conversation in our world, all of which will contribute to our greater resourcefulness and Homo sapiens' evolutional development in this dawning of our Aquarian age, the age of intelligence. Being here now, at ease, calm, contemplating the dynamics of our universe. Linger for another minute, please. Namaste.